It's nice to see that. I just put a smile on my face to see the bees flying around today.
Richard Ozero is one of the hundreds of beekeepers in Alberta, helping the local honey industry blossom. He and his wife Amber built careers in the news business before buying a farm in Parkland County, and jumped headfirst into commercial beekeeping a few years later. Today, the couple tends to 4,000 colonies, and their honey is shipped across the continent and overseas.
Alberta honey can make its way all around the world, like all kinds of places. It's nice to see, because we do have a really sought-after product, well known for its high quality and its other attributes, like its color, how light it is, and the taste and everything.
While the honey industry has not grown to the same scale as wheat or cattle, the federal government estimates honeybees contribute billions to Canada's agriculture sector through pollination.
That connection is huge of the economic importance of honeybees in the country. And then they're also, not in this province as much perhaps, but across the country, responsible for pollination for about 21 other crops, depend 100% on honeybees.
Data shows that Alberta is home to the most honeybee colonies in Canada, producing about 40% of the country's honey last year. In 2023, Alberta set a record for honey value, earning more than $105 million. That's more than twice as much as Manitoba, which was Canada's second biggest earner last year. But beekeeping wasn't always the bustling industry it is today in Alberta. While we know beekeepers have been active in the province for more than a century, data suggests the business started small. Statistics Canada's data goes back to 1924. Back then, Alberta had 160 beekeepers who produced nearly 25,000 kilos of honey. Only Prince Edward Island had fewer beekeepers and made less honey.
I think there was a lot of beekeeping operations in the east who were finding themselves a little crowded geographically and realized that there was a lot of territory out in the prairies that was actually good beekeeping territory.
Once established, apiculture grew quickly here, with the number of beekeepers peaking at 11,000 at the end of the Second World War. Stakeholders credit Alberta's abundance of farmland and different crops, like clover, for helping the industry take off. By the 1960s, Alberta secured its spot as Canada's major producer, and interest in beekeeping in Alberta appears to be on the rise once more. The number of beekeepers has steadily increased since 2008, from 680 to 1950. As for those thinking of starting out, experts say it's crucial that each apiculturist educate themselves thoroughly and find a local mentor who can teach them how to care for bees in Alberta's climate. Nicholas Frew, CBC News, Edmonton.